G'day. Today we're doing a bit of work on a 2006 Peugeot, and what's happening, he's got an intermittent problem when it warms up. The vehicle starts slipping and neutralising when it warms up, turns the vehicle off, and away he goes again until the same thing happens. Now what I believe is happening is the filter's probably getting blocked. He's got about 296,000 on the speedo and probably hasn't serviced it regularly. Now these have the AL4 transmissions in them, so there's no pan. The filter's built inside the transmission. You've got to pull it apart to get to it. One thing you can do, you can put a inline filter in the cooling line on these. Now the first thing we'll do is just check the oil level and also just have a look around. Looks like it's got a rear main engine oil leak. There doesn't seem to have anything leaking on the transmission. So we've had the Autel over it and we got these codes here: clutch slipping, fault and pressure regulation, gearbox input speed. Now on these transmissions you've got a plug there, and inside there there'll be a little tube that measures the transmission fluid height. So we'll remove this, tiny little bit of oil will come out, and then we'll remove the tube and then the rest of the oil will come out. 27 mil. You're taking the tube and everything out now. Now the whole lot will come out, that's it. You can see the tube there. Should have taken the plug off first, doesn't matter. And there's the tube that measures the height of the fluid level. There's not much else you can do on these apart from change the oil like that, like we've done, and put an inline filter if you choose to. And that's what the filler plug looks like, or the level plug. And what we do is we just put that in there like that, tighten that one up, and if you've got a fitting for the thread there, you can fill it through there, or you can just put a hose in there, and what you want to do is just slightly overfill it. You'll need probably to put in about 3.5 litres in. Get the transmission fluid between 35 and 50 degrees, and it should be just trickling out over the top of that little tube in there. And I'm on the Tritech Lubricants website, punched in Peugeot 406 2002 model, and they recommend the full synthetic multi-trans, and there's a little note there, number 91. What do we got? Filled for life, which is a load of rubbish. You always want to do a regular service on these because you can't change that filter. Now what we're going to do, I've just got a section of hose there, and I've sharpened the tip of it, and you'll find that just threads in a little bit like that. You still will have to just support it there because it's not going in very deep, and we're putting in the full synthetic multi in there. Just support that hose up there. And we just fill it through there like that. We'll put bit over 3 litres in to start with. Okay, we've got about 3.5 litres in, or a bit under 3.5 litres. Handbrake on, start it up. And go through the gears. Back up in the park. Now if you've got a scan tool, you can check the temperature in the transmission via that, or about 28 degrees. We'll just let that warm up a bit more to about 40, 45. If you go over 50 degrees, you've got to let it cool down and check it that way, because the expanded oil will come out and then you'll be too low. The oil level will be too low. We got 37, 39, 37. So it's a good time to check the oil level now. And you just want to get it trickling out of there. Probably put a bit too much in there. And that's probably alright there. Let a little bit more out. Just a thin stream. Degrees. That'll do. And there we go. That's a quick and easy way to do it. Make sure you do your plugs up properly. And like I mentioned, you can either use a scan tool to get the temperature right, but if you take a few readings here and there and just take an average of those, you'll get it in the ballpark. If you go over temperature, over 50 degrees, you've got to let it cool right down before you check it. You want to have it in that range because the oil will expand with heat. Anyway, I hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave any comments or suggestions in the section below. Throw us a beer if this has saved you a few dollars for a bit of time. Thank you for watching.